All right, let's take a look at that Springbok team again as well. First up, the forwards. Let's go through that gentleman, Oxenchair, one of the players that made it into it. If we could just take a closer look again. I think as expected, the team is what you expect. Luert is in. The core of the Rugby World Cup team is in the mix. Joseph Dweba gets a look in Hanyani, Shimange. Anybody else that stands out for you?
Yeah, look, I think Joseph Dweba, Nico Janssen van Rensburg, the last time I saw him when he was playing under 21s here for the Bulls. But Dweba was good. Look, before he left, he was probably one of the form hookers when Free State were winning Currie Cup. Good ball carrier. Probably needs to work on his work rate a bit. I'm sure he'll be told about that. But really, when he gets his hands on the ball, he can do some damage, explosive, quick. So look, the only thing, they've got two loose heads, so someone might have to cover the other side where Trevor can cover loose head. I think Thomas Tutoy can go the other side, so can Kuni Oosthuizen. So there's a bit of versatility there. You know, you've got Reinhard Alstead who can cover all the positions also. So not really. The worrying thing I'd say is probably the injury to Dwayne Vermeulen. Sneeman, I'm not sure what the status of his knee is, which means there'll be opportunities maybe to bring one or two guys outside the squad back in.
Yeah. Swys, your take on the forwards?
Yeah, it's interesting, you know. Obviously, with the Priya brothers back in, they're physical, they're strong. I think an arm wrestle might be coming. Alstead, he's there for his physicality. I'm still a bit concerned or worried about a guy like Elrich Louw, the way he played and improved. My question is, do you pick potential or do you pick form? Or you know, that's all those things when you come in selection you gotta look at. But all saying that, you know, it is a bunch of guys that did it for us in the World Cup. We will always argue about the few ones there, you know. Maybe Elrich will come closer later on. I just enjoyed him so much as a really a guy shot up and did it for us. Glad Marco is there. He was a good player as well.
Oh, you love him.
Yeah, I enjoy him a lot. I tell you why. Because
no, you love him, you don't enjoy him.
You know,
That's why I love him.
Yeah, no, I love my wife. So can we just talk rugby now? Yeah, apart from that, Joe, hookers, maybe Fedge and Bata still too young. What is the situation?
I don't say too young. I just think Dweba's done it at Currie Cup level. He's won Currie Cups.
Where's he playing now?
He's at Bordeaux.
Yeah,
he's at Bordeaux. But I don't think he was in the mix. He hasn't had the best of times in France. But again, goes back to the argument, potential or performance. And chances are, you know, put him in the Springbok mix. He's first time there. You can bring out the potential's definitely there.
But don't you
performance he decides. So, you know, if you ask me to choose between the two now, I'd probably pick Joseph Dweba purely because he's got close to 50, 60 Currie Cup caps. He's got Super Rugby caps. He's played in France. Yeah. You know, he's been there, done that. Fez and Butter's time will come, but not now. So it's just to cut you off there. Also, what's important with the forwards, as much as we talk about physicality and everything, work rate is crucial. You know, it's all good. All South African forwards, that's why Jasper Wieser's done well. That's why the Dupree boys are back in the mix. I think they've upped the work rate from start. Everything, you tick those boxes. There's not one guy there that cannot get you gain line dominance. You know, it's just how hard they get off the ground, how hard they work, and how hard they work off the ball that I think is a massive thing.
Yeah, I wanted to come in there quickly on that question. A guy asked me yesterday, working with a few of the coaches, shouldn't we just pick the international guys that's really up there and have done it, like the Faf and the Clerks and Willie and those kind of guys? And when it's almost a 50-50, rather go for the South African, the local guy. Because if you compare Nortje, say, with Van Rensburg, I'm so glad for him, he's so doing well. It's just a question, because that's what the public out there is asking. So
it's a very fair question.
Yeah.
Something we can debate. Nick, coming through?
Yeah, I think the unlucky ones. Marcel, could see, I think they've obviously explained that, saying that he's had an injury since March and this was his first game on Saturday. So, but I mean, his performance for the Bulls on Friday night was outstanding. So he's going to be in the mix, I think, quite soon. I think Wilco Louw is probably a bit unlucky with Kuni Oosthuizen getting in there. If Kuni plays tight head, he'll be in a bit of trouble because he's been struggling in that position for Sale, and Wilco's been shooting the lights out for Harlequins, doing a really good job there. And Ulrich Louw, I think, is another one who's performed really well at our local level. And perhaps with Alstead, I think that might have been on what they know of him from the Rugby World Cup squad, that they bring him across. And it's more that than form, because I think Louw has really produced the form, as has a couple of our local locks.